What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat. We are here with the next episode of Jagged Alliance Flashback. In the previous episode, we had sprung this Jamaican girl out of jail. I don't know. She goes in between a Jamaican accent and a South American accent, and I have no idea which she's going to stick with over the long term. Like, for example, when she's taking fire, it sounds like she's Jamaican, but when she's just, like, walking around, it seems like she just has, like, a normal Hispanic accent. I don't really know. I think that the voice actor kind of phoned it in, to be honest. But we had rescued his daughter. That's her daddy. That's his girl. We threw a balaclava mask on her, and we turned her into a killer. And so let's go ahead and we're going to attack our next mission objective, which is to go back and talk to Spicey. I call him Spicy. His name is Spice, but I call him Spice-E because it makes me happier. I don't know why. Adding an E onto the end of everything makes everything better. And so while we're here, we need to buy ammunition. So I found a vendor in this town, just so you all know. I ran around a little bit and found him. We can buy ammunition. We can get ourselves ready to make the breach onto the next island, although I think it might be a little bit more difficult than expected. We'll see how it goes, though. So right now, I've had a lot of problems with the frame rate in this game just taking a dive on me. And I'm going to be honest, if it continues, for example, every time I come into this town, my frame rate dives down to like 15. And the game looks like it plays on the N64, you know what I mean? And so it's very, very difficult for me to figure out what's going wrong with the frame rate. I'm willing to bet it's just like bad optimization because I more than exceed the maximum specs that you need for like the max resolution and everything. It's very, very odd, and I'm not really sure what to say about it. It has something to do with like how many people it's, like how many set pieces or something. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the AI pathing. I haven't been able to figure it out, but it has been driving me crazy. If the frame rate continues to be really, really bad, I basically can't have firefights in any of the big cities, and if you've ever played Jagged Alliance before, the firefights take place like wherever you're at, and so unfortunately, if it becomes unplayable, I'll have to cancel the series, which will totally suck, but it's just due to the lack of optimization. Let's talk to Spice. Welcome back. What can I do for you? We tell him about Farmer Miguel. Blast it. I knew I should have gone to check on him sooner. I warned him that this might happen someday, but he never listens to me. He's a hard rock to crack, but it is great that you got his support. Thanks for letting me know what happened to him, and here's something for your trouble. We want to go to Garcia. What's the best way to get there? The way to Garcia is more difficult than it might appear, but I know the perfect guide for you. He's down by the pier. Everyone just calls him Ferryman. He's old, but there's nobody else who knows the way like he does. Thanks. Anything else we should know before we go? Well, the next big thing would be to find a way to Angetta. As far as we know, the prince has a lockdown on all shipping lanes and traffic, but if you ask around Garcia, maybe something will turn up. Alright, so look for a way to get to him. Precisely. You'll have to explore and talk to the people, and in doing so, I'm sure you'll help out some of the other cities and locations, though your main goal should be to find a way to reach the prince. Alright, one more thing. Make sure you secure the areas you liberate from the prince. He'll send troops from time to time to retake them, so you'll have to be prepared to fight him off. Alright. And so you see right there, like it just dived down to 10, and then it came back up to 30. I have no idea. Let's go down to the bottom of the screen here. And what I'd like to do... There's a guy right here who's a vendor, and so if you're playing the game and you don't know where to get ammunition, that was a big problem when I was playing before I found this guy, is that I was always running out of ammo and scrounging and trying to make things work. Why does my entire team not come down here? I had everybody rubber band boxed. I think they have trouble deciding like where they want to stand, and so if they can't figure out what spot is open, they just give up and they don't come down. But we need ammo, and so this guy sells you ammo. Now, right now, there's no inventory system in place and no store interface in place. You just tell him what you want. He'll be like, what ammunition do you have? And then you click the one you want. And so we're going to need like, let's do some 45 ACP. I need some 9mm. And then some 12 gauge will probably work. He won't sell you rifle ammunition, so you can buy all kinds of guns and things from him, but unfortunately he doesn't sell ammo for everything that he sells with regards to guns. And so you can buy things, but they won't have the corresponding ammo to go with them. So what I wanted to do right here was to buy rifles for most of my team so that we could engage at long range, which is actually a really real advantage in this game. They seem to penalize submachine guns and pistols fairly heavily, and shotguns even heavilier, if that's even a word. It's not. You don't look it up. It's not a word. Heavilier is just a thing that I made up on the spot. And so, unfortunately, it would be great if you could buy rifles at this point, but he doesn't have any rifle ammunition except for 30-06. And so, unfortunately, you can't scroll this down or anything, but what you need is he sells a Mosin Nagant, and he also sells an M1 Garand. And unfortunately, he sells neither of the ammos for either of those, I don't think. Actually, I haven't checked the Garand, so maybe he has Garand ammo. Who knows? This one right here uses 7.62 by 51mm, I think, and so it's a little bit. We don't have any of that, I guess. We have 7.62 by 39 or 41 or something like that, but this uses 51, so I don't know. Let's buy one of the Garands just to have a look. just to figure out. But at the moment, there's no way to tell what you're buying when you buy it, so be ready for that fun little experience. This uses 30-06, actually. That's good. So we can lock and load with M1 Garands if we wanted to. Let's do that. I think the M1 Garand is a good call for us right now because I think we need to expand our ability to engage. At the moment, we're being forced into close quarters combat with everybody that comes at us, and unfortunately, that's not going to work for us in the long haul. That's actually going to go very, very poorly for us. That's 30-06 right there. How expensive is it, I wonder? Probably pretty expensive. So maybe buy like 2 Garands. And then we'll buy a bunch more. I mean, I'm spending a lot of money right now, but I really, really, really like to increase our operational range. And I'll spend $1,000 on that right there. And I don't know what that leaves us with, but hopefully it's enough to actually get everybody started. So we have 102 rounds. We'll move those all over. And then we need to put the gun over here too. And our inventory is completely and totally full right now. And so I'd like to give a Garand to him because his marksmanship is just off the charts. And so I'd love to see his ability to nail people from long, long distances. He also needs some 45 ACP, which I haven't bought yet. So let's give him, it's 8 right there. Let's give him 24 rounds. I don't think he'll need much more than a couple reloads. The same with Cliff. Since he's our medic, I'd prefer to keep him as far away from the front of the battlefield as possible. And if I can keep him in the back lines firing over people's shoulders, I think it'll work out a little bit better for us. As long as he doesn't hit us in the shoulders. Oh, there's the 45 ACP. We've got a whole bunch of 9mm that I'll drag and drop over to there for later. Basically, I'm stocking up on ammo right now so that I don't have to do it later once I go to the next island. In case you're wondering why I'm spending so much money on ammo, we'll give her all the shotgun ammo, and what I need to do with her is we need to swap this weapon out. One of the nice things about this game that I've noticed is if you click on any weapon that you don't have equipped, it'll compare it to the one that you have in your hands already. Anything in green is better, and so you can see this one has a much better range, and in fact it fires quite a bit better at 10 meters than this gun does. And so I'm going to unload the Mossberg. We'll put that back over there. And then we'll give her the Benelli. I think the developers are Benelli fans because both of these guns are actually, they're both in the same price point and they're competing with each other. It's the Mossberg, I don't know guns. It's the Benelli M5, I think is what it's called, and then it's the Mossberg. It might be the Mossberg 500. They may have not actually changed that. They may have just called it the Hossberg. And so those are in the same competitive bracket along with the Remington something. But anyways, this is not a gun show type conversation. Let's go ahead and move people along and see if we can get things handled. Now, Reaper is not going to heal unless we band-aid him, but I think I might leave his health where it's at for right now due to the fact that, unfortunately, well, we need to talk to Sharon down here too, so let's talk to him. So, you're the group Spice was telling me about. Not as shabby as he said you were. Well, that's just his sense of humor. He grows on you. Yeah, he is like an old scotch. He takes some getting used to. Alright, I'll show you the way. Just travel as you would normally and I'll guide you across the first time, then you'll know the way. Hey, thanks for the help. We'll see ya. Alright, so we have a new objective. Kill the prince to liberate San Hermanos. And we've got to find a way to Angetta, which is the little island that is over... Oh my god. Okay, so it actually unlocked that entire map. They have so many battalions. That is a lot of red arrows, and they are all horrifyingly red and pointing at me and terrifying. So my guess is that this group might jump us from right here. Let's hire another mercenary.
What do you want?
I think we could use another one just in case we get ourselves into a shootout. Scully, Len, these guys seem to be getting more and more expensive.
My week with the volunteer fire department. Look, I can usually fudge around with the schedule, but only with enough advance notice, you know?
Alright. Well, we may not be able to afford anybody that's any good, but let's get Ice on the team, I guess. He comes with a good gun, and that's better than coming with, you know, nothing. So we need somebody that's got a middle range option, and unfortunately, everybody we have right now, all these guys are short range options, so that or we've already hired off. Actually, we could take, they've changed his weapon in between here and, unfortunately, with Fidel. He had a much better gun in the pre-release version, although he does come with grenades, and grenades are pretty swell. Let's play around with some grenades.
Hello? Fidelity in appliance?
Alright, and so Fidel is now on our team, and so there it is. I think that if I, let's see here. I might put him in medic mode and just kind of see what happens. Does that do anything? Oh no, they're crossing the river. Okay, so we're gonna have a big battle right here, but that does leave this wide open for assault in just a minute, so it doesn't make me super happy, but I guess we'll get into a gunfight in the middle of town. Unfortunately, this fight might have a really, really bad frame rate. This town does not like things happening in it, so unfortunately we may just have to live with that. We're out of combat for right now, and I would like to pick the point at which we start this engagement. I don't know. Let's rush everybody forward for right now. We have an enemy sighted, and so he's right there. This is a Prince Soldier. So the Prince Soldiers are a little bit tougher than you would expect. There is a fairly decent difficulty jump at this point in the game right here, just so that you're aware. I'm gonna duck him behind this fence maybe and have him just hit the ground. Cliff can take a shot at him for 12 AP and then run for it. Or we can continue just trying to get people into cover. So let's just make a scramble for cover right now. I'm thinking that if we try anything too fancy, it might get us in trouble. Have Fidel get down as well. He's still in line of sight, unfortunately, so Fidel might get shot. Our shotgunner is way off in the boonies right now. I'm going to have her cut through the house. And we'll see if she can come out down here somewhere and get a sneak attack off. That leaves all of our APs pretty much spoken for. Let's see what happens in the next turn. My guess is that he's either going to advance over here through here, or he's going to go up through here. Probably through here. Luckily I have a shotgunner, so that may not work out so swell for him. But this one, unfortunately, this is why you need to train militia, because they will attack locations frequently like this. And if you don't have militia, you've got to defend it yourself. And so you get caught up in like an endless death spiral of just the same defensive battles over and over again, which was one of my big complaints about Jagged Alliance back in action, is I actually got... Ow. Okay, so somebody's already been shot right at the outset of the fight. Well, what can you do with a burst fire right here? What's your accuracy looking like? 85? For 13 AP. Ah, if only could burst fire twice, huh? So the first one's 7 AP, 9 AP actually. Why is it? So it says 7 for a basic shot, but why is? Oh, because he's got a turn. Okay, that makes sense. And then over on this side, we got people that can fire as well. So let's take our shots from here. There we go. A little bit of damage done. A little bit more damage done. And let's see if we can fish ourselves out. Ah, we got ourselves a crit right there. Very nice. And so rounds are through him. Let's go ahead and have him take a knee, and we'll let him relax for a minute. He's not bleeding, so we're still in decent shape. I'm going to have these guys stand on up. And then for Fidel, I would prefer that he take an advanced position right here. There's no enemies in sight right now, which leads me to believe that this is going to be an advancement period for us. And if there's one thing I love, it's advancement. Advancement is great. And so I'm going to have her cut through here. And I think that about leaves us. Bones is the only person that hasn't done anything. Alright, Bones. Well, let's put you on Overwatch so that if anybody comes down this way, you can put a round on them. Let's wait and see what happens. I think the majority of the engagement should take place maybe over here. The enemy seems to attack from one direction. When I used to play a pre-release, it seems like they tend to like mass, like at the docks basically if they're landing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I'm probably going to allow them to come to me first because the AI is kind of derm like that. But after this point, you need to understand that the game is going to escalate quite a bit. The enemies will start all having armor, and they'll start actually all being professional soldiers and other scary stuff like that. And so you want to be careful about the way you fight these battles at this point. I don't know if I want to send somebody over here to help him. Yeah, let's have Brewski come over here and help him. So we'll cross the road. We'll be like the proverbial chicken. And I'm going to have him watch this gate right here for anybody trying to flank around through this direction. And then this guy's going to stand right here, aim that way in case anybody comes around this corner. Essentially, I'll put him right here so that he can gauge on the street. And then if they try and duck through here and flank us, he can reposition pretty quickly to right here and help out Bones, just in case things don't go the way that we want. I'm going to have... Let's have the Doc advance a little bit, but I'm trying to be careful with him since he is our medic. And so if our medic gets tooled up, who's going to fix him? You know what I'm saying? Fidel, let's have you get low. And then we'll just wait and see what the enemy does. And wait, indeed we shall. Enemy, are you doing anything right now? Enemy? I can't imagine that it would only be like 1 or 2 guys. The turn is taking a while, which makes me think that they've probably got at least, I don't know, 5 combatants maybe? I mean, it seems like it's pointless for them to attack us with anything less. Let me see if I can get line of sight down here. Let's have him get low.
Ready. Have company.
Have company. Oh, yep, there he is right there. You do indeed have company. So how much does it take me to get back over to here? It's gonna take me 16 AP to duck in there. Oh, well, that's no good. That's not gonna work. It's 10 AP to there. I wanted to take a shot and then run away, but unfortunately I don't think that plan's gonna work. And because of this gate, I can't pop in and out of right here without getting shot.
Awaiting orders.
I may... I find that amazing that that takes... So I take a shot right there. He's got 1 AP too little, I think. Let me stand him up and see what he can do. So for 6, he can get over there. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. I just want to put a round on this guy. That's all that I really care about, is I just want to hit him 1 time. I'm going to have him get low. Fidel, I'll put you right there on that side. I'll keep Cliff where he's at, just in case, because I think we can make that diagonal shot right there. I'm gonna have him get in behind here, and maybe take a reaction shot if he can. And then let's continue advancing with Vicky on this side. I'm gonna try and get her far enough into this room to where she can duck down and not get shot through a window. What's going on? There we go. Awesome. And that's going to be the turn. I don't know which way this guy's going to advance. He's either going to come out here and take a shot at one of these guys, or he's going to try and go through here and point blank us. I will accept either or as an answer, but... Okay, so if he's going to come out this way... What's my plan going to be? I need a plan. I will write it on a parchment because all good plans go on parchments. Oh, you can actually point blank him? Well then swap guns, amigo.
I'm on it.
Okay, so a little bit more damage done. We'll have him take a knee right there.
What can I do?
On this side, I don't really figure there's much I can do to help out. So my plan at this point would be just to like get him the hell. Oh, there's an enemy right there too. Unfortunately, we've got guys on every side of us. And while some people might be enthused about this situation, I am not one of them. I'm simply not in the mood. I'm tired. It's been a long day. And they've all got assault weapons and shit too. This is no good. Oh, this is all bad.
Awaiting orders.
Yikes.
Awaiting orders.
I'm gonna have him pop up, I guess. And then we'll have him pop back down. What I would really prefer... Can you throw that far? Yes, you can. Just in case there's anybody behind him. That's all that I was wondering about, is if there's somebody behind him, I would love to get that shot off and away. Although it took too much AP, so he might get shot. There's the distinct possibility that Fidel might get blasted. If I move him up to right there, I step him out for 2. Can he take that shot? He can. It's risky, though. From right there would be a little bit better. How much does that shot cost? 14? And that leaves him out in the open, though.
On my way.
Oh, I do not like what's happening on this side right now. I do not like this at all. How far can you get if you run? Not far enough. Oh well. Sprint for it. Maybe it'll be okay. Probably shouldn't give ground like that, but oh well. And that leaves me with Vicky right here. This might be the time to have her peek out on this side and just kind of see what's going on.
Roger that. What was that?
This guy's probably going to run up on him, would be my guess. But that's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe, judging by the way the AI performs. God, so accurate from so far away.
Fighting a losing battle here.
Holy shit.
This bleeding has got to be stopped.
Tell me you've got a band-aid right now. Okay. And so we need you the hell out of combat, like right this second. So maybe Cliff would acquiesce to maybe allowing you to have his position. Throw another grenade into the inventory here. And what's that going to cost me? 13? Let me figure out where the enemy's at. So we got an enemy right there. Okay, so we have 2 more casualties off that way, which might leave Fidel open to dive in behind a car and just hope for the best, which will then leave Cliff open. Hey, let me select Cliff. What are you doing? There we go.
I'm on it.
Put him on a knee right there.
Ready. Enemy exists in region. Super. I am super.
I'm not sure how that guy made that shot. I guess he was sticking his gun through the grate or something, but damn, that was not so great for me. Brewski's looking real bad, and in fact, if he dies, I think we lose the game. And so what we need to do is we just need him out of combat for right now. I'm going to throw him back in a corner, and he's just not going to be useful for the rest of the time. Woo! Nasty little gunfight here. Nasty little gunfight. Let's have Vicky pop out and see what she can see.
I got it. Okay. Okay.
All right, we'll have her drop,
Ready.
and I think we're good. Let's bypass another turn.
There's enemies present. An encounter is imminent.
Okay, so the enemy is on us right now. I'm gonna have her stand up, and we're just gonna go for. Actually, she needs to be able to get back down, so we'll just have her take a shot and then duck it in. Right here, he's at point blank range with this dude. What do you got for me, Reaper? You got something for me, I know you do.
Ready.
One shot's gonna cost you 10. Let's stand up real fast. Cliff, do you have a shot? Okay, I have enough people who have a shot at this guy to where I think it might be a better idea to just get out of the way.
Okay.
Fortunately, he's still able to come at us, but hopefully we'll be able to hurt him a little bit right here. Some of that sustained fire. There we go. Got him. Lovely. Couldn't have asked for a better result. Really, really happy with the way that went down just now. And we're going to have to spend a little bit of time training militia right here anyways, so I'm not super concerned about...
Yes.
I'm going to have him keep an eye on the market again.
Roger that.
And we'll wait and see what the enemy does. If I was them, I'd be a little bit worried about closing with this gap now.
Bad news. I've lost it.
We got scoundrels. Let's keep them a let
Okay, so we got another one right there. It doesn't look like we sustained any fire, though.
What you want?
I'm going to send her out to flank.
Got it.
One mag.
I'm going to get Fidel low. It's time for Reaper to get in position. We'll have him get low. We'll have Cliff get in position. And once again, we'll have him get low. I want this to turn into a turkey shoot, basically. Once he puts his head out, I want every single area. I want him to feel like the entire world is just barking bullets at him. That's what I want him to feel like. He's completely and totally surrounded and hopeless. Doesn't look like there's anybody else over here.
Slow down for a second.
Oh, he's out of... Okay. Been using too much AP. Alright. Well, that looks like just about everybody that's going to be able to move has moved, and so... Let's keep people chilling.
Enemy. Found.
He'll probably take a shot at somebody, but who he'll take a shot at, I couldn't really tell you. It looks like he wants Vicky. Whoo! Got him with the D-barrel. Catch one to the jaw, son. Over here, it looks like she is being run up on fairly badly. Dude took 2 shells to the side of the head and is still going. Damn. What a beast. I want him on my team. Ah! I didn't see that one right there either. Okay, that's bad.
Booyah! Ready. On my way.
Well, I hope you got something for me, Bones, because frankly, what can you do with that? A 71? Or we can take multiple shots at a 44. Let's try that. Yes! Okay, I'm so happy about that result right now because I didn't see that guy, and that was about to end really, really badly for us.
Okay.
I'm gonna have her move around the backside of the rock right there so that at least it forces him to move a little bit more if he wants to fight with her, but she's probably about to get tagged. I hate to say it, but that missed shot by Cliff may have done us in. I'm gonna have to move the boss man in, and I'm just gonna have to use him as a reserve troop to maybe pop in and shoot this guy, but it's risky. It's really, really risky.
There is some odd noises I'm hearing, man. I don't like it one bit.
Alright, hold your breath. I don't know how this is gonna go, but... Ooh, Fidel got himself tapped. Okay.
What be that?
Alright. Have her stand up. And give him a lick. A very, very aggressive, nasty, hairy-tongued lick.
Awaiting orders.
And that leaves us with just about nothing left to shoot at, so maybe I'll have people get into reaction fire mode. And then we'll just wait it out. I feel like somebody's probably sneaking up on Bones. Let's have him turn and take a look. I don't see anybody.
Copy that. Waiting order.
It's 18. Let's go ahead and advance Reaper. Still got nobody sighted.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to use Cliff Highball. No, I don't want you to go through the loot bag. No! Alright, so there's a fat chunk of his AP gone. Never mind. I wanted him to move to right there, not look through the... Let's just wait this BZ out. Because we can do that. Enemy contact lost. Okay, so now's the time you want to move people into different positions.
Ready.
I don't know where this enemy's at.
What next? Okay.
He sounds so enthusiastic about this. I don't have anybody looking back this way, which is what slightly concerns me.
On it. On it.
Alright, well, we'll just wait it out. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Jagged Alliance Flashback, where the difficulty is apparently decided to take a big ol' spike and just stick it in my ass cheek.
Bad news. I've lost visuals.
Okay, so there's somebody behind us. We'll handle that in the next episode, though. Take care, everybody, and hi-do.